Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Riverbend Springs Farming Simulator 25. It's the end of October, just a little after 6:30 in the morning. I am coming back in and dubbing in the audio because I don't know why, but my microphone wasn't recording this morning when I did this earlier. So let's get going. Not sure if there was a system software update for PlayStation 5, threw me off my game. I didn't have the setting right. I don't know. It's the second time I've come back to record this because the first time I did it, I was using the microphone on the controller and it sounded completely awful. Let me hop in the John Deere here. And yeah, so I'm trying to remember what I was talking about when I originally recorded, probably about 50 minutes of footage here or more. And I got to come back and overdub this. So we're going to run over by the greenhouse and check over there, see if we have any pallets. I know I said that we were going to go back to doing them just like once a month, but if I don't go over there and check on them and get them moved, I won't be able to do it with the front loader on the John Deere because the trees are in the way. If there's more than 3 pallets here, there's nothing there now. It's nice to use a skid steer. It's a lot easier, but it's down at the sawmill over there. So yeah, I have to move it around. So we need to get the cornfield plowed today. And then let's see what else. This grass field to my left, I don't think it's going to be ready to cut until November, and I don't know if we can still cut it then. And then the cattle, I've got 3 that are 36 months old. They're ready to go. They're worth $3,500 a piece, but they're at like 90% reproduction. So I'm gonna hold them and allow them to reproduce, and then I'll get 3 calves, and then I can see if maybe that's worthwhile, if it's cheaper to do that, or if it'd be cheaper to just buy the calves outright rather than hang on to them. I have to figure out how the whole finances, how much value they lose, and do they lose more than it would cost to just go buy a calf. The John Deere looks like it could use a little bit of care, so we'll give it a wash, but I think maybe a little later after it warms up a little bit, sun gets up, we can see a little better, see what we're doing. We'll probably do some maintenance on it as well. So we'll pop in here to the garage. We have a pallet of sunflower oil, and the seed press is still chugging away as well. So we need to get that out of here. And we gotta move the pickup. Let's see. We have to go to the store and get some supplies. We need to put in like the calf igloo thing, and then there's some other things that we need to get. A herdsman stick. We can probably put it all in this trailer. And then we get the trailer out and the pickup out, we can move that pallet. Oh, I was looking for that. My red igloo cooler. Anyway. So yeah, a little bit later we'll need to do that. The store doesn't open until 8, so we'll just keep ourselves busy until the store's already open. So we'll get the shed open here. And man, it's getting packed in here. I got this stuff all crammed so close together I can't even get around that trailer that way. We go up the side here. Combine looks like it could stand to be cleaned as well. So the plow is over here on this side, so I'm going to have to move the truck to be able to get to the plow. So we might as well just go ahead and do that. Give it a second to warm up here, and then we're to park. I think it's going to be a while before we're doing anything with the stuff out of this. We'll just park over by the silo, right next to the dump pit. That should be fine and out of the way there. So yeah, it's really annoying to have to come back and dub this over again. This should be fine out of the way here. We'll go back and we'll get the Challenger and the plow out of the barn. But it takes twice as long. That's why I don't do it this way. I know some people do tend to come in and dub over as they edit it down, but I find it takes twice as long to make the videos, or even more. So I don't like to do it. And then this is throwing me off my game here as I come back here to do this over again. And if I make more mistakes, it just ends up taking so much longer. And again, like I've said before, I play for me and I share it with you. So the longer I spend on editing, the more unhappy I am. Got the plow on. We'll go ahead, flip it over into transport mode. We'll pull around over here. So we gotta wait until it's after 8 to go to the store. So it's still, I don't want to get started on plowing just yet. Let's go over and work on the John Deere. I can't remember what I told Todd. If I was going to paint it, we're going to paint it next spring. So I've overdubbed all this once, and then I recorded it all the first time, and now I don't remember what I said when, and if I've said it yet this time. So anyway, I'm washing it here. I know that if it's dirty, it affects the paint condition, and I think it deteriorates faster, but I don't know if it affects the maintenance. I'm not sure on that. I don't think so. And again, I'm talking about that's the way it used to be in previous versions of the game. FS22 specifically, because in 19, if you washed it, it took off the paint defects and stuff, the wear. That's what word I was looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fix everything to include the pallet forks, just to ensure that it looks good when we hop in it, and we don't think it needs maintenance when it's just the pallet forks. It's light now, so we're going to hop in the Challenger and we're going to head down to the cornfield and we'll get started. So yeah, plow the cornfield. I think roll the stones back in is something we want to do. And then we gotta get the cattle thing kind of squared away. We need to put in the calf igloo, get all the little supplies that we need. I think we can pull 2 cows out of here, put them in the calf igloo, and then there should be room for 3 calves to get reproduced in there. And we'll get them taken care of, and then next month we should have 3 calves. We can sell the 3 cows that we have that are a little older, and we'll be fine. So I'm going to pull down here. These 2 fields, this cornfield and sunflower field, those are the ones that I want to turn into rice fields. And I'm not quite sure where or how to do that, or even how close can you get to the to this track. And I don't even know if it's going to mess up the track. Do we need to do the plowing? Does it change when you create the rice field? Does it change it? I don't know. But we'll go ahead and we'll do what we think we're supposed to do, which is plow it here. So pull up the settings here. The AI wants to do headlands. We're going to do it ourselves, so we'll switch it to the steering assist. The side offset, is that because it's a plow? I don't know. Alright, let's we want to start with the up downs, the rounds. So we'll get in here in the middle of the field and get started from here. We'll line up on either side of it. I think this is how I want to do it. I'm thinking as I go down and I turn around and I come back the other way. I go down and I flip the plow. The wheel will be on the outside, which would be the unplowed portion. Yeah, I think this is right. I don't know how where this one starts. Does it get fixed? I don't know. I guess it's an improvement over earlier versions, but it's still not quite right. But I know a lot of people are having trouble breaking the habit of cultivating a field or drilling a field and still wanting to do the borders like you would do in earlier versions of the game to kind of set it up for the AI. You kind of did the borders around the edges and then colored in between the lines. But yeah, it's different now, so it's more realistic where you start in the middle of the field and end at the end when you're doing certain processes. Obviously harvesting, you start on the outside, or, you got to open the field to be able to get in there and do it. All right, so we flip plow over, we come back over here. Oh, not that line. Having trouble with the, that's not the line, that's the line I want. Okay. So then click on it, there we go. Drop it down, we go. So I'll talk about this because I know what's going to happen here. For some reason, the steering assisted GPS kicked off and I'm now off the track. I'm not quite sure why it does that sometimes. You got to pay closer attention when you're doing that. I've noticed it now, so I'm going to back up, try and clean it up and then get going. But yeah, something you got to pay attention to when you're doing it. Sometimes it kicks off. Did it again. All right, let me work on this. it's 9 o'clock now, so I kind of set myself a little bit of an arbitrary time that I'd keep plowing until 9. And then we'll go up to the store and we'll get on doing something else. So I'll see if I can turn this over to a worker. Oh, wait. I can't just go in cab and hit circle because I gotta, I have to switch from steering assist to AI. So yeah, let me flip it around here. Get the plow rotated, get lined up. You gotta rotate the plow, I think I learned, to get the right line to show up. I don't know, you just have to be careful if you saw it. I didn't at one point and it just was all screwy. So if I switch it to AI and then go in cab and hire them, I think they'll pick up right where I left off. I'm hoping. Looks like she is. Okay, good. We'll leave her to keep doing that. And then we'll just, I'll run over here. I'll grab the Kubota. I'll go over, check on the sawmill, and then we'll head up to grab a pickup going to town. We got, this is just packed with lumber. I'm getting so much lumber, I don't know what to do with it all. Can I get out past it here? They're kind of trembling a little bit there too. They're shy. All right. So it's, the sawmill's pretty full of wood. We cut quite a bit over there by the ferry landing. You need to get over there and try and get the stumps ground out of there, and then get saplings planted. So I got 4 wooden beams, 3 planks long and 3 planks, and I think 1 more plank's long, 1 more planks, and that would be kind of the load that was doing on the gooseneck trailer from before. Yeah, so I think we'll come back down here and we'll get that. Don't want to get into the field. How far along is this barley? Yeah. We'll just stay out of it. That'd be the smart thing to do. So yeah, we'll turn these into rice fields. I'm not sure where to put the pumps, the water access to it. Either on this end down by the river, or should I put them on either side of this track? Down by the river would seem to make more sense though, wouldn't it? Because then your pipes are not as long, and then that building could be like the pump house or something. I don't know. I've never done it before. I guess I'll just have to play around with it a little bit. Carefully do it off camera with the game saved and everything, so that it works out the way I want it. You know what I mean? Always when you're making changes, landscaping, putting in placeables, things like that, you want to make sure that you are saving the game, so if it doesn't turn out the way you want it, you can easily go back. While I'm over here, I'm going to feed the chickens. Got this, and it's got the capacity in the back, so I don't know if I'm under it. I think that's good. So we could put in the sorghum. There's not that much, and I don't know if we'll do sorghum again. It's so little to sell, but I'm going to do barley. I like to feed chickens barley because it's a high volume crop for yield. Like, you get more volume per acre than you do with other crops, and since the chickens are eating by volume and all of the feeds are equal in terms of health and effectiveness, then it just doesn't matter. So you're better off feeding the chickens barley, in my opinion. I hadn't looked at the eggs. I need to check and see how it's getting there. 3 more stacks, and the bees are buzzing and slowly producing the honey. Not very quick at all. Alright, so park the Kubota here, and then what? Get the pickup out? I'm gonna go to the store, Walter. Let's see. We'll hook the trailer up. Get this cleared out here. And that'll allow us to get in here with the John Deere later to get the sunflower oil out of here. Carefully get back here, grab the trailer. And then we'll go to the store, I think. Oh, I forgot about all the grass silage bales. I should probably, I could cut the rest of the grass around the fields, maybe, when I have time. I don't know. Let's get to the store and do what we need to do here first. Alright, I'm going to park over here. That way the spawn point's clear for the stuff that we buy. And then, yeah. Precision farming. What's the other one? CR11. Okay. I should do precision farming. I don't know. It's not my thing, really. Okay, used equipment, forage, trailer, the ridger, forage wagon would be cool, but I don't see the need for it more. And then we have a telehandler. So what I'm looking for, I think it's going to be here under objects, and on the end here is miscellaneous. What I want to do is I want to get this bag of calf feed, and we'll get 3 of those. And this may be more just for looks. We'll go under miscellaneous here. The wheelbarrow, Polish wheelbarrow. We'll let's see. We'll get rid of the light and the cover. And I think I don't want red. I'm gonna change the color. That kind of dull green. I think that'll work for us. Look at everything else, and that should be good. I think we can just buy it just like that. Then I can't find where this is at. So I'm just looking at my downloads and my DLCs. It's easier to find it that way than to try and figure out what category it was in. So I got my broom as well, and I'm hoping to clean up that little pile of grass. I don't know if it'll work. In FS19, it would work anywhere. I think in 22 it only worked on land that you own, so we'll find out which way it's going to be on here. So we'll pull this over so we don't have to carry everything so far. Swing around here, and we'll load this up. I got to figure out, I think I need the ramp so I can get the wheelbarrow in. So I gotta figure out which. I think it's just tip side back. Okay, if I hit it once, it should go to it'll either go to the side or it'll go to the ramps. Nope, went to the side, so I gotta go 2 more times. There we go. That ought to work. I don't know how to adjust the ramps off the top of my head. I don't remember. I think I might be able to make it work. We'll see. Alright, grab the broom. Is it going to stick up like that though? Oh, good. It'll lay flat. So let's get in here and try it. Move it. Oh, move it. Do I have it? No. I got it now. There we go. Put it right there. Should be fine. All right. The bags. Let's throw the bags in there. Oh wait, we don't want to put the bags. That trailer has a capacity, so I bet if I put these in there, they would empty into the trailer. Learned that the hard way with some fertilizer. So we'll toss these in the back of the pickup. And these are going to be more for visual effect, I think, than anything else. And then the wheelbarrow here, got to turn it on to move it. That's all right. That's good. Looks good. So got to try and get lined up on the ramp here. This is going to be a little precarious, I think. Get a run at it. Here we go. Oh, I got to balance. Whoa, yeah, you good. Oh, I got it. Okay. That's it. And then we'll leave that there. Oh, I forgot something. I need the herdsman stick. We're not going to be able to move the cows without it. I looked under animal transport and it wasn't there, so I had to come into the downloads and DLC to find it. Buy that. Pick it up carefully, place it in the back of the trailer here. Let's move it towards the back. And that strap's not going to hold it. We'll put it right there, should be fine. Yep. And strap everything down. That one hopefully will hold the broom, and then yeah, should be good. You just strap those. I think they'll be all right. Close that up. And we'll take this stuff back to the farm. I'll see you back over there. Okay, we're arriving back at the farm. As I'm overdubbing this, I'm getting confused because I had to run back to the store. You'll see in a minute. Wasn't expecting this to be the next scene, but all right, we'll get that open. And we gotta get this stuff unloaded. I think this is as good a place as any. So let's get the straps off here. I'll leave the broom in here for now. So first we'll grab the herdsman stick. And we'll lean this over here in the corner. I can't manipulate objects. I think the controls are backwards from the way they are in 22, or at least it just seems like it. It seems like whenever I do this, it's not going the way I want. It's just leaning a little too far. I want to, yeah. Oh no. Uh-oh. Did I lose it in the wall? Maybe it's over here. Is it in here? On the other side? I don't see it. Well, I'm grabbing it. Can I pick it up and move it? There, maybe I dropped it over on the other side. Dropped it out here. No. It's still... it's stuck in the wall, I think. I can't seem to pull it back out on either side. Okay, well, I'll figure that out later. Let's get these bags out of here. Can't seem to get that out either. And then throw it. Oh, the button must be different in 25 than it is in FS22 to throw object. I think it was square in 22. I don't know. I'll have to open a help menu and figure it out. I'll just drop them for now. Probably shouldn't be throwing them anyway. is our calf feed. This, I don't know, this is more because it's a nice, it's not a decorative object, it's actually calf feed, but it looks good as well. So we're kind of, probably won't really use it to feed the calves, but more for making things look good, I think. If you can believe that. So let's get the wheelbarrow off of here. I don't know how to steer in reverse. Oh no. Oh Lord. Let me get it down there. Oh, well, that was not pleasant. We get it out of the way here. We'll just tuck this under here. Ah, man, this thing doesn't move so easy. Alright, we'll leave that there. And then the broom, let's drive over around by the garage to see if this broom's going to work for us or not. Pull around over here. I mean, the same thing, something very similar happened to me in FS25 on Elm Creek. Right there in the driveway of the start farm. I was cutting the grass, and the way it worked, I ended up with like a big pile of grass that was outside of my reach on apparently land that didn't belong to me. Eventually I was able to get it with a windrower that had a wider working width that I was able to pull it in. But I've got this pile of grass. I can't own this land, so can I sweep it? These have like a capacity in them and they can suck it up. That's not going to work for me. Well, there's one other option. There's a mod, I think it's like Community Bucket or something. It allows you to scoop and dump stuff on land you don't own, so we may end up having to try that, because that little pile is going to drive me nuts. So let's see if we can put this here without it disappearing into the wall. I don't know if we need that anymore. It's not going to work for us the way that we want, so it's probably, we could probably just get rid of it. Now that the garage is opened up with the pickup and the trailer out of it, let's grab the John Deere and get that pallet of sunflower oil sold. I think we can get it okay from the end here. I would prefer, you know, pick it up from the side proper like, but I don't have the skid steer up here. It's down at the sawmill, so I can use it to move the lumber out of that little building, so we'll make this work. From the end, it's reachable. So we'll go ahead and back out. We'll put this in our little farm shop, farmer's kiosk. What's this? Yeah, they call it a kiosk? What is it? I don't know. Anyway, we put it in a little roadside stand there, and we got nearly $8,000 for that. Is that what that says? I'm overdubbing this in Share Factory, so my screen is small, the way the software works and stuff, so I can't see those numbers very well. Okay, so that's done. We'll pull over here. What are we going to do next? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Let's figure out what's going on with this. I can't pull it out of there. I think what I can do... It's not in here, right? Yeah. I can't even reach it now. Well, what I can do is I can go into the menu and go to vehicles and see if I can sell it or reset it. No reset option, so we'll just sell it. We only got like 84 bucks back. We'll have to go buy another one. Should we do that? right now. I don't know. Or should we take care of the calf enclosure? I think we'll do that. We'll put in the calf igloos. So I don't know, should I put it over there by that tree? Or should I put it over here? This seems like a good spot to put it, though. The tree would give them some shade, which might be a good idea as well. But then again, the igloo gives them shade. They can go into the calf igloo and get shade. So I think maybe it's better I put it over here. Or over there. I think here. There's more space. I think it'll look better here. So you can orient it either way. I can kind of tuck it in there. I got space to maybe put more in. I'm going to save the game. I'm going to come over here because if I do it from over there, the cows are all going to be at a different spot. It's just going to look awkward. So let me come over here, save the game, and we'll try and put that in. That transition wasn't much better, but I shouldn't say anything to draw attention to it. So let me come over here. This is our calf igloo. This is the larger one. It'll hold up to 5. Looks good. I had to actually quit the game and come back in because it painted the ground texture. What you can do is you can place it in free mode and it won't paint the ground. So that's what I did. It made it concrete originally. So I just quit without saving, came back in, and I put it in free mode, and it just put it right over the gravel. I like that. The ground was level, so it was fine. I'm going to pull up the help here so I can figure out what's what. So if I push that, then it's going to move the... oh, nice. So that pushes that back so you can clean it out, because I think manure's going to appear in here or something. So, yeah. I wonder what the cows do when you do that, if they go back into the igloo or what, I suppose. I mean, it's cool, even if it does have some little hiccups, maybe with the visuals. So the feed, and that's probably for the water. And then, yeah, you can put them side by side. There's another version that goes on the other, with oriented the other way, and then there's a single calf igloo. But yeah, so I think this will work for us. So I can figure out, I guess I got to get, let me close that. I'm going to need to get a herdsman stick to be able to put the calves in there, right? I got to be able to transport them somehow. So let me run to the store, grab that herdsman stick, and then I'll be right back. Going back to the store, Walter. So this is what I was expecting to have happened last time I came back from the store, but I'm getting confused. I wanted to come by and check on the worker and see how this is going. Looks like the worker's almost finished working on the headlands now. Seems a little odd that they're doing the headlands outside in. You know, you would think that you would just keep working your way out to the edge of the field. But, you know, neither here nor there. That's fine. That worker should finish up here pretty soon, so that's good. We'll get up here. We're going to get the calves moved into the igloo. And they're not really calves. They're kind of juveniles, but I think they'll be small and they'll be able to fit in here and it'll work. So the trigger's on this side. That's where I was expecting it to be, so that's good. Well, let's drop that. We'll grab the herdsman stick. We'll head over to the cow pasture or whatever this is called, and then we'll move two juveniles. They're what? 9 months old, but they're small, so 2 of them into the trailer. And then we'll take them over to here and we'll put them into the little calf igloo here. And we're from here to there. Oh, that's cool. Let's see if I can set this down over here without it falling through or anything. I hope. Hopefully there's a collision on it. I hate trying to manipulate objects in 25. Oh, hello. Calf peeking through the wall. That's all right. So I think now we got to make sure we take care of the feed. I don't know how quickly the health and stuff will go down. Let's get the pickup out of the way here. Grab the John Deere. I should put bale spikes on it, but I'm not. I'm just going to go ahead and poke the bale with the pallet forks. And then grab the water. I couldn't find anything really smaller that we could use for the water. Like, I guess you could do buckets, but no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing that. We'll use the water trailer. But the capacities are real small, so it makes you have to pay more attention to it. You have to do it more frequently, whereas with a larger cow pen or pasture, you might be able to get away with once a month or even more. This one you're gonna have to do it probably every day, or if not more. We'll see. Now I guess it depends on how many cows you have in there and how old they are, perhaps. Yeah, they'll probably try and get you to get them out of there before they get too old. But we need to put those 9-month-olds in there to give us space. So there's only like just under 1,000 liters left here. Pallet fork should work fine. We'll see how much these will take. Probably gonna have to set it down to get it to take. Back away here. Oh, took the whole thing. Like that. So we got feed in there. Water. It's good. So I wonder how much more fit in there. They take straw too. So should I get the... I got a straw bale going. Yeah, there's one over by the building. You run over and get that. I guess to produce some manure, they need the straw. Do I want them to produce manure? Then I just have to clean it out. There's a shovel mod. Maybe I want to get the shovel to try and scoop it out. Or, yeah, I can bring up skid steer. Oh, I got the bucket for the front loader, too. Use that. So I think probably in the same spot. Oh yeah, I filled it right up. That's pretty good. Oh, careful. So where should I put this? Put it over here like this. Yeah, we'll put it. We'll drop it right here. Nah, I don't like that orientation. Let me change that a little bit. come in at it from the end to grab it if we need to. There, that ought to work just like that. Just like that. Looks good. So let's take a good look at this thing. I like it. So I think the calves will be even smaller than these. These are like juveniles. But I think they'll stay small through next month, so it won't be too bad. But yeah, this is cool. I like it. Baby animals and this type of thing is something I was really wishing we got in 22. It was nice when we had it on, what was it, Valley Spring. There was a couple of maps that brought it. It's nice that Giants brought it to the base game. So putting that calf igloo in really kind of augments the immersion of having the younger animals, having them separate in a separate enclosure. I imagine you could do the same thing with pigs. Not sure what you do with sheep. I think you keep it with them. Well, yeah. There comes a point, I suppose, when you start separating them out. Certainly with pigs. I don't know with the sheep. Okay, so let's put that away for now. And then I think it's what? It's lunchtime. We'll go ahead and we'll put the roller on the back of this, and when the worker gets done down there, we'll end up sending somebody else down to do the rolling, roll the stones back into that field for us. I'll run over and grab myself a late lunch. And yeah, it might even take more than an hour. Walter, time to eat. All right, well, it's 2:15. That was a long lunch. I certainly hope that the microphone is working now because, yeah, I don't want any more of that. Oh, Walter, is the microphone working, buddy? I don't know. Let's get a worker into the John Deere and rolling on the field down there. The young cows at the calf hut, that just makes me smile. I like that. I hope those two guys can tolerate that until tomorrow. November, we should have our newborns. Why is there what looks like a calf hopping around? I don't know. That's odd. Thought we had most of the younger ones out of there. I had that parked down here for me. All right. I don't know how you want to roll it, but I'm going to hire the AI worker to do it. And I'm just going to get out and get out of the way. So you go ahead and take care of that however you see fit. I think she'll start with opt-outs, but I don't know. I'm not in your way, am I? Okay. This needs maintenance. I must have bought it used and never done the work on it yet. What am I doing? Excessive steering inputs. Oversteer. Terrible. I don't need to be over here. But I just came up this way. Alright. So I need the pickup and the gooseneck trailer. We're going to grab... Oh, yeah. You have to go down there and grab the skid steer. Put the stump grinder on it. So yeah, we're down here. I had the guys move all the lumber out of here so there'd be more space for more lumber to spawn. Let me move the skid steer. So we'll take this back up to the yard, put the, what do you call it? Stump grinder on it. And I'll show you, man, that slope is really sketchy over there by the ferry landing. You didn't really get an appreciation for it because I had to edit a lot of that out the last couple of times we were over there grinding stumps. But yeah, it's not very good. I think I'll probably just see you over at the ferry landing, because this is, yeah, this, you don't need to see me load and switch the tools and all that. Alright, we're coming up on the work area here. This is a little treacherous to get in through here. I think there's one tree on that plot there to the right, and then that one to the left, but I think we've got all of them out of over here, and so all we need to do now is get the stumps ground and get the trees planted. So let me get this in here and offloaded. There we go. That should give us enough room. I've got 4 stumps I think I need to find here. I think they're all down over here. Okay, there's one. There's no one, should be over. There's 2. Alright, there's one that was like over here. Somewhere. Yeah, 3. One. Oh, there's 2 there. Okay. I think those 4. There might be another one. We'll get on those. Sorry, we started out in 3rd person. Oh no, easy. I don't know if we'll be able to get everything in, if you'll be able to see me put the saplings in or not. Okay, so look at this slope. It is just crazy steep. Oh, There is another stump grinder that I think might work better. I saw Mr. Sealy P using it on his, I don't know what that map is, Sunshine Forest or something. It seems to work much quicker than this. that's it. But I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get out of here without crashing, rolling down the hill. And then I imagine we're going to try and plant at least 20 trees in here. So we'll go get the tree planter and see if we can make that happen. Also in third person. Oh, that was bumpy. Look out. Well, that's interesting. So I had a new pallet and I had it set behind here. And then there was a little bit left. It just loaded it in there, I guess. Why? It's interesting. I don't know how that happened. I had it set in here and it loaded itself on there automatically. I'm not sure how that's going to work. There's 9 left from the previous one, then maybe it'll load those others. I don't know. Can you put more than one on here? Maybe you can stack. Oh, maybe it's got capacity for more than just one pallet at a time, and it just automatically put it in there. So I don't know how best to do this. I imagine drive up here and just try putting them in. I'll probably try and put all 29 of these trees in this area, and for the next one we'll just do something else. So some of them were really close to the road here. So let me just get in here. Drop it down. There one. One pallet's moving in there. What happened? It's stuck. Oh, maybe the front. No. Okay, for some reason I'm stuck here. I have to finish this up. I appreciate you hanging out with me here in Riverbend Springs. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. See you next time. I see a stump I missed.